Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Texans going up against the Colts.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, now he bowls him over. And now running right through him. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Again they run, again it's Gore. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Back to throw, Love. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Vernon Butler in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans take possession. In motion right is Hopkins. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. He's still on his feet. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Direct snap this time. Miller. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On second down, here's Miller. Miller with first down and more. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that is incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now some love it, some hate it. Here it is. It's the Wildcat look. Now Miller will take the direct snap. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Frank Gore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. In motion is Fedorowicz. They'll toss it to Miller. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They keep it with Miller on first down. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now it's Miller. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Hopkins, the man in motion right. Here's the rookie from Texas, D'Onta Foreman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it again with Miller. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
In motion left is Hopkins. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's got room. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they don't give up a first down and not a touchdown.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result? 6 points.
Touchdown. A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off by D'Onta Foreman on the touchdown run. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25. Call it the 26-yard line. Frank Gore and company trotting back out there as they get set to go again on offense. You look at the numbers on the year, up over 1,100 yards now, and the last drive had a touchdown as well. Everybody offensively just seems to be in cohesion, don't they?
They do, and when you look at this rushing total, and you know at the end of the year, that means gifts for the big guys up front. Offensive line, tight ends, they're going to get a nice little bonus from their big-time runner.
When did that become a thing, by the way, that the quarterback or running back gets gifts for the offensive line?
I don't know. I can't go back and pinpoint it, but it's a great tradition, and it rewards those guys because they don't really get the attention that they deserve. We rarely call their names. It's a nice way for them to end their season.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. In motion is Fedorowicz. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Quick move by Miller. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for a defense, because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
For 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll run with Foreman, and he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my boys' member. Last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Let's go. What? None. What? None.
Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. Flush to his right. Right side caught Fedorowicz. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. In motion right is Hopkins. They'll run. It's Miller. Room here to run. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with two hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Shoves him aside. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it.
And then that's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. To the right side to Aiken. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on second down is Locke. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, Locke. Drops it underneath to Gore. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This one brought in by Aiken. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. As the first half is winding down, and the Colts have tied things up, they can take the lead with the extra point.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And spins away. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have retaken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Fielded about a yard deep. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached, well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second down following the run. In motion is Fedorowicz. Again, it's Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Lamar Miller, and not going to be able to push this forward. At the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They do go for it. It's Kaepernick being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Kaepernick. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. To throw is Locke. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Luck gives to his running back, Gore. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Here's Locke. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On the draw, luck gives to Gore. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. This a 33-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. A third-quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it at the 13-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Hopkins, the man in motion right. On 3rd down, Miller. And some room to work. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 23. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Play clock winding down. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. First down carry now for Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. QB split out wide now. They're in the Wildcat. Here's Kaepernick. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. On the run, it's Perkins. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 49. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. They're going to run for it. It's Perkins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So Kaepernick forced to exit the game. And coming in is the former Florida State Seminole, E.J. Manuel. In motion is Fedorowicz. And the pitch goes to Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On first down, Locke. Looking deep for Hilton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Miller in motion right. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Kaepernick. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And getting a look at the Wildcat here on third down. It's Miller, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Miller. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
Now that looked like the Colin Kaepernick we got to know early in his career. Able to scramble and pick up a first down. We haven't seen as much of that in recent time.
Yeah, you know he's got the size to do it. Out of high school, 6'5", 170, but now 230, and we see what he can do with that frame.
And I heard people didn't want to step in as a hitter against him because he's a pretty darn good pitcher in high school, too.
92-mile-per-hour fastball in high school. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
Let's go. What? None.
In motion is Fedorowicz. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's go.
Here's Foreman. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10, Luck again. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 45 yards. Luck on first down. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now, making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Kaepernick looking to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, here's Kaepernick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And it was the Lions who emerged victorious in that one. Golden Tate, he had a touchdown reception to help the cause. After the interception, it's Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Love. And Aiken with it over the middle. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And this looks to probably be the final play. One last throw here for Love. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Texans, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved.